This is Grandmaster Aleksandr Lenderman. So about to start playing with you guys, and hopefully you will enjoy the games. I'll do my best to provide good quality games and good entertainment as well. So we're going to start off with a game against Patser Chess Lab, but I'm not sure if he's here, so we'll wait maybe 10 more seconds. And then if he doesn't show up, we'll have to abort it and play someone else. So yeah, unfortunately, he's not here. So we have to abort this game and play someone else. Let's see. Let's try this guy. 3-minute game. So this is Jalfred Proof Frog. Good luck to you. We'll play e4. Okay, so it's a Sicilian defense. And let's play the main line Sicilian. And play d4. Marozzi bind. I'm happily gonna play the Marozzi bind against the accelerated dragon. This structure actually occurs from many different move orders. Sometimes you can even get that structure by starting with d4 or knight f3 or c4 and move 1. So far we're playing the main line theory. Here normally black should play bishop d7. So a6 I think is a bit less common here. So I will go f3 to stop knight g4, and then we'll go queen d2, rook d1, rook c1 is the plan. Just get all my pieces to good squares, and then see what he does. So it's a little bit of a cramped position for black, but he's hoping that at some point white overextends, and then he can take over the initiative. So meanwhile, I'm just getting all my pieces in the game, and then I might consider playing knight b3 and then either c5 or knight d5, trying to create some initiative. As you could see, it's not so easy for black to play this position. So he's thinking a little bit here. Probably he should try to trade on d4 and play a5, but then he's already playing down one tempo. Otherwise, his position is quite cramped. Okay, so that's what he does. He takes on d4. So he did play like this. Okay, so now I'll play b3 and I'll play the main theoretical position, one tempo up. Knight h5. Okay, so let's actually we will keep these bishops and try to play knight d5, take advantage of this d6 square. Okay, yeah, that was a good move. Okay, let's play queen e1, maybe thinking about queen f2, then c5, getting the queen out of d2 so that I can open up a d file and put pressure on black a little bit. Okay, the next move, maybe bishop b6. So yeah, this is already, I think, quite good for me. Okay, so I can of course take on a5, but I'm trying to see if there's something better. I can also play knight d5, because if he takes, I trap his queen. And so, and if he plays rook e8, I would have taken on a5. So that was interesting. I'm not sure if that was the best, but yeah, my opponent here unfortunately made a mistake, and now I'm winning his queen. So that's what unfortunately could happen in these passive structures, that sometimes you can be cramped and even can lead to something like this. Okay, so he tries this, but I can always stick with the queen. So it doesn't really, yeah, and so he resigned. All right, let's play another game. Let's choose, let's play Undisputed this time. All right. Look, now they gave me black. Okay, that's good. So let's see what he does. C4. Okay, we'll play my favorite English defense, an opening that I've played quite successfully in Blitz games. And now we will play G6, and actually inspired by Gata's chess, we'll try to play the hippo in this case and see what happens. Here, I think actually it makes some sense to do that because H4 lines are not as dangerous anymore. Although, of course, White's position is very solid, but I'll try to play this interesting structure and see what happens. At least I will learn something. So now he should probably play E4 and just try to gain space. And okay, so he plays this. So I'm gonna play H6. I think I want him to trade off because I have a space disadvantage. So I kind of want pieces to be traded off. Although now he has a good move, Queen C1, which I missed. If King H7, Knight G5 check, and then he can take on B7, perhaps. So maybe I can play Knight F5, but okay, he played something else. So I will play a. Don't want to play that. It's not so easy. What if I play Knight C6? I think I'm double attacking a couple of his pawns. So I think it's kind of interesting. Still, position is quite unclear, I would say. But at least I got him thinking a little bit. If knight takes d4, bishop g2, yeah, so his idea might be knight e6, which is quite logical, getting the pawn back. But now his c4 pawn ends up becoming rather weak. And yeah, I think now my position is quite comfortable. So now I will play queen f6 probably, because I think he will take, and then queen f6 attacks f2, and then I want to play a move like queen d4, knight e5, and just start attacking his weakness. So in chess, if we're not sure what to do, it's good to try to find a weakness in your opponent's camp and to try to attack it. That's usually a good way of playing chess, looking for an opponent's target. So this is kind of unpleasant for him, probably. Okay, rook c1. So I think I can still take it because he does not really have a good discovery. So he played this to attack my pawn, which I will play rook f5 to defend it. I wanted to play king h7, but then I didn't like h4. So now I will play g5, kick away his bishop, bring the rook in the game. And we'll play, let's see. Let's play g4, start attacking this king a little bit. Now I will play knight c5 to get control over the e4 square. Now let's see, can I take on c3? I think I probably can. And if he takes my rook, I go queen d5 check. And then he experiences some difficulties. So this looks like it wins another pawn. And now we will break off the queens, take on e4, and take his bishop. And now he's also running out of time. All right, let's play another game. Let's see, we got a few challenges. So let's play now 7 Wonder Duel, another 3-minute game. So something. Okay, there we go. So e4. All right, let's play now the French. See what he does against it. Knight c3. We will play bishop b4. The win over. All right, so he plays the exchange. I'm usually, relatively okay with seeing that because it's the positions could still be quite fighting, but I think black does not have huge problems. Although, of course, it's a position that one side cannot play another. But for now, just gonna try to put the pieces to good squares and try to solve the problem of the bishop on c8. And the question is whether I should trade or not. I probably will do that. Just go knight d7, queen c7, rook e8. And even though he has two bishops, I don't think it's a big problem because my pieces are all good and very harmonious. And the bishops are not really targeting very much here. So I think my position is quite decent here. So let's see what he does. If he goes bishop h4, I can even play maybe g5. So he takes this one. And let's see which one I want to take. I think I'll take this one, play with opposite color bishops. Because opposite color bishops, when there are a lot of pieces on the board, could lead to quite interesting complex positions. So we will try to see what we can do here. And now I might want to play queen b6 with the idea of double attacking some things. And in fact, that's exactly what I'll do. And I guess he has to play knight e2 with the idea of queen b2, rook b1. But it's not so easy. Okay, now where do I go with the bishop? Bishop f6 is met by g4. That's a little bit unpleasant. So I will go bishop back to e7 instead. And now I guess he should go knight e2. And he probably is still okay. And that's what he does. So I'm not sure if I should take the pawn or not. It's a complex position. Tough choices. Okay, I'll just try to play quickly, I guess, because it's a 3-minute game after all. So I guess I don't have very much here, but just gonna try to play the position, get all my pieces into play and see what happens. Yeah, nothing exciting, unfortunately, in this game, but sometimes it's hard to create an active position. Oh, but he just blundered his rook. I think he forgot to trade off. So it's a tough luck. He was doing completely fine, of course. But yeah, as I was about to say, it's kind of difficult to create too much problems. So sometimes you have to just wait out a mistake in such structures. All right, let's play Kasparov fan now. 2147. So slowly but surely moving up the rankings. And this time it's a 5-minute game, which anyway is probably more instructional. All right, so he plays b3. So let's see what I want to do. Let's play just simply e5, the most classical way. He's playing Hippo. So probably inspiration from Garakamsky. So let's see how I should play against it. This could be useful if I ever have to play Gata in an important blitz game. So let's get some practice. I'm not actually sure what to do in this, so I'll just play something. But I think he should have played h3, because now if I can trade off these bishops on g2, I feel like I get a pretty good version. I think h3 was quite important before playing d3. Then I think he actually had a solid, good position. But now I like my position quite a lot because of that detail. because now I feel like my bishop on f5 has a pretty good home. And all of my pieces as a result are very coordinated. But yeah, I have to admit I've never really studied the hippo very seriously. Maybe I should. It's probably an underrated opening. Okay, so let's play bishop h3. Potentially, okay, so he wants to keep the bishops. That's fine. I'll now activate this other bishop as well. Okay, d4. I think that's okay. I think I'll take it. And I'll go took with the knight. Interesting. Okay, I'll take that once again. Now if he takes with the bishop, a3 hangs, so I'll just go back. And now I'm claiming to be slightly better because his bishop on b2 is quite passive. And in this symmetrical position, I think I have slightly more active pieces. So I believe I should be a little bit better. But for what it's worth, he might be completely fine as well. So it's hard to say. All right, with the knight or the pawn, I think. Then if I take with the knight, I give him the c4 and e5 square with the knight for the knight. So I think I'll take with the pawn. But knight had its own pluses as well because the d4 pawn would be isolated, but it was a judgment call. Okay, so knight f1. Knight f1. He wants to play knight e3. All right, so let's see. Okay, so let's. Then he attacks a5 with tempo. Okay, fine. Let him do that, and we'll play b5, attacking his little target over there on b3. Let's see what he does. Yeah, it seems like it's a bit awkward for him. I still feel like because of his bishop on b2, I should be a little bit better. Now my main plan would be to play h6, rook e8, maybe try to seize control over the e-file. If he plays knight e3, I have an idea of something like knight g4 maybe, and exchange the knight and weaken e3. Okay, so he gives me the b3 pawn. Interesting. He's giving me free stuff. Or is it free? He can take on a5 then. That's unclear. Takes on a5, b6, queen c3. Okay, that's nothing special. I play a4, plays b4. Structurally, it's quite good. So, but if I play b6, queen d1, it's also not so easy. Okay, I'll play a4. I'll induce b4, I think. And then I'll just play h6 and play along those lines. And again, still I'm gonna try to see if I can get into some endgame where my bishop on d6 could be better than this bishop on b2 because the pawns are on the dark squares. So let's see what he does. Bishop g2. I'm actually pretty happy to see such a move because, as I've mentioned before, in the endgame, I think I could be a little bit better because of the bishop against the other bishops. So I feel like the exchange of these bishops could be in my favor. So actually, that's what I'll try to do. I'll try to play the endgame, and I will try to trade off many pieces and try to grind him out in this endgame. And now my idea is to put most of my pawns on the opposite color of my bishop, naturally. And let's start attacking his targets now. and put him under some pressure. So now my idea is bishop b6 potentially, and that's what I will do. And so now let's see. I will play king. Then I have to worry about the rook getting trapped. That's not so pleasant. King c6, rook c2, king b5. Okay, let's go king c6. If he checks me, I'll go back. King f3. Yeah, I'm not totally sure how to make progress. Yeah, the problem is d5 is also kind of weak. The fact that there are knights on the board is not really that good for me. It would be nice to trade off the knights, I have to say. So I think I will try to trade the rooks. So it's I'm not sure if this is a winning endgame, but at least I think it's pleasant because I want to bring a knight to d6 now and then to c4. And I want to try to trade the knights off. And if he takes now, I have an entrance square. And I think I will take that knight. And he cannot take with a pawn, which is important. So I'm going to go king b5 next move. And he's going to go here. And yeah, now this might be a draw. This looks optically better, but might not be enough to win. But I think he should not have taken, actually, because this is... Now maybe I do have a chance. Let's see if I play g4 or bishop f4. How should I play this? No, but the pawn endgame, I think, is completely winning, actually. Yeah, I think the king and pawn endgame is winning because my king is more active and I will zugzwang him out. So I did trick him in the end, but I think if he didn't take on f5, it was still a draw. So it was objectively not enough. He played really solidly. I mean, I had some pressure, but either I did not create the most problems or he defended pretty well. But thankfully, in the end, he made a little bit of a mistake, and then I was able to win the game. All right, let's play Gerald Gardier, 3 minutes. Next game. All right. Good luck, Gerald Gardier. I think he was here from the very beginning, waiting for a long time. So there he is. All right, so let's try Magnus Carlsen's opening, the Scandinavian. Something he's been doing a lot in the Banter Blitz. And let's see how it goes. All right, so he plays this not the main line, which actually I think it's very underrated for white. I think it's actually quite unpleasant for black to face because then black just seems to get a passive position. I'm not actually sure why that's not more of a main line to just play like this positionally. Because to me, white seems like he's slightly pressing. I would have played h3 here instead of bishop g5, but this could also be quite okay for black. For white, I mean. I think white is still slightly better. Let's see, let's play e6 to try to minimize the effect of d5. Yeah, I need to find an opening which will create some more interesting games. I feel like my games have not been with that much fireworks. Very academic, boring games where I just kind of outlast my opponents. But okay, what to do in a blitz game? It's hard to play very deep chess, for me at least. So I will just try to not do anything too bad and see what happens. Get my pieces in the game, try not to have any weaknesses, no bad pieces, and let my opponents beat me. So knight e4, forcing the queen trade. The only thing that's going for me here is I have a very big time edge here. So, but of course, my position is probably slightly bit worse. Because he also has no bad pieces and he has two bishops. So what to do? Okay, let's double up and attack the d4 pawn a little bit. At least we're preventing d5 at any moment. Maybe at some point earlier, white had d5, but he didn't seize the opportunity. Now it looks like I can at least get my pieces in the game and play some good maneuvering chess. But he still gets d5, and that's annoying. Or does he? Maybe I can play bishop c3. It's a little weird, but then dc, and there's some tactics. Oh, he even has this. This I completely missed. But okay, it looks like it's not so bad because b3 is also kind of weak. And my knight might get to f5 and then attack d4. But the main thing, of course, is my opponent is running out of time. So I guess I'll have to just win on time. But yeah, chess-wise, he, of course, played quite well. What to say? I did not outplay him at all. So, but of course, the thing is, if you're gonna use all of 3 minutes, use 2 more minutes to get the same position as, let's say, I did in a quicker period of time. That's also kind of an advantage. So in that case, I feel like it's ethical for me to use time to my advantage. I think it's unethical to, let's say, flag if you have 8 seconds and opponent has 5 seconds and it's something like a dead draw. But if you have 2 minutes and opponent has seconds, okay, it means that there's a big difference in the time management. Okay, let's play now Liral Capital 2318. So we're slowly moving up the ladder, little by little. So let's see if he's gonna play. Okay, there we go. So I'll play my English defense, which I tend to like playing in blitz. And then I'll give this bishop b4 check, which I think is quite an interesting improvisation. I think Georg Mayer was the one who kind of made it more popular at the high level, and also he plays it a lot in blitz. So let's see what happens. Okay, so let's take it. And this is the whole point of giving a check before playing bishop b7, is so that in order to be able to play this d5 move. And then if he takes plays e5, like cd, ed, e5, you can then develop the bishop to e6 instead of bishop to b7, where it's blocked in by the pawn on d5. So that's the idea. But in this position, black is completely fine. Well, actually, now he's just much better because white blundered some material here. And so he resigned. Okay, that was unexpectedly the smoothest game. All right, so let's see who we're playing next. Who's next? Let's play next this guy. Zdichuk Krechina. All right, I accept it. All right, so they're giving me a lot of blacks today, but that's good. Black is a good color. It also gives me more practice on my openings. All right, so we'll give him 10 more seconds and see if he's here. And if he's not, we're gonna abort him. So unfortunately, it looks like he's not here. So we're gonna play the next guy. And we're gonna play, let's see, who was next? Tari. Tari, I think, was the next guy I wanted to play. So let's play Tari 007. And the next one will be probably Harigiri. All right, so let's see. Okay, d4. Let's play our English defense again. Let's see what he had prepared against it. Okay, so it looks like he'll play a very solid setup without e4, which is fine. So now the question is, do I want to take? I probably will take, actually, because otherwise he could play bishop d2, so I won't give him a second chance. I'll make sure that he has these double pawns that he has to always worry about. So at least I have a structural advantage. And then I will put the knight on a5 because he played a4. So that's my idea. Okay, so let's play knight e4 now, attacking c3. And then we'll play knight a5. And in the long run, my plan is to play d6, rook f6, and start some kind of an attack on the king. It usually works very well in blitz, all this kind of stuff. So I've won many games like this in blitz. So, you know, as they say, whatever works, don't change. So he probably should play something like d5 and challenge the center. I'm not sure how good my position is objectively, but the position is very interesting. Also, d5, I can probably just take on d5, so it's nothing special. This move, however, does let me get a nice d5 square, so it's interesting because b6 is weak. So it's double-edged, but we'll see what happens. I do have now some strategical trumps in this position as well. Yeah, so maybe knight g5 could be one idea at some point. We'll see. Another idea is simply g5, g4, which looks very attractive as well. Actually, I like that more even. So yeah, I think my opponent's position is already quite dangerous, especially in blitz, because he has to defend against some immediate threats, and his bishop on c1 is kind of passive. Okay, this pawn I will defend, because if he wins this pawn, then his queen gets very active as well. So it's not just about that pawn, it's about him getting piece activity. And now he threatens to win my piece. So let's see. What do I do here? Okay, so I can take on d2 actually. And then if knight takes d2, then I have some good stuff actually. I think I'll do that. Okay, it takes with the knight. All right, and now it's already smelling like there might be some sacrifices. So bishop g2, king g2, queen g5, king f3, queen g4 is made. So bishop g2, king g2, queen g5, king h1, queen h5 to stop knight f3. And then how is he defending h2? I don't think he can defend h2. I think this just wins. I think this just wins. And if he cannot take, then obviously it's completely losing. I'm mating him anyway with queen h4 stuff. And okay, so queen g5 check. Has to go king h1, otherwise it's mate. And queen h5. Very important, queen h5, not queen h4, because knight f3. So it's very important to stop this knight f3. And he can't even play f4 because I take on h2, and the knight on d2 blocks everything. So he tries this anyway, but then I just go to g6 mate next move. So I feel like so far this has been my best game strategically, because so I'm pretty happy that I feel like I'm getting into form a little bit. All right, so now let's see challenges. Harigiri. Let's play Harigiri now. And then we're going to move on into the 2600s and hopefully play even some title players, maybe even GMs. So that's kind of my policy. I like to start with getting warm up with the lower rated, giving everyone a chance, but then I like to challenge myself with the best players on the site. So, but unfortunately, it looks like Harigiri is missing, so we're gonna have to sadly abort this game. Too bad, but let's see, who else do we have? Who else do we have? Okay, let's try Paparapa. 3-minute game. 2400. All right, we're white now this time, so let's play simply knight f3 and see what he does. So now probably I'll get a lot of whites because I just had a lot of blacks. So c4, typical stuff, knight c3. Okay, g3, pretty standard stuff here. He plays it like this. This is a bit unusual. Normally you're supposed to play this b6 without knight c6, I think. But this is a little bit unusual, I think, because knight on c6 seems like it's misplaced in hedgehog structures. So already it looks like I should be kind of better. Bishop b7, I can even consider d5. Okay, so he does this, but now I thought knight b5 is rather unpleasant for him. And then maybe even bishop g5. Okay. Okay, let's take it. I cannot even take with the bishop because of the d6 pawn, so looks like it's becoming into a disaster for black. So go knight d5, threaten knight c7. And then I'll take on e7, take on d6 with the queen. We're gonna win a pawn. And yeah, okay, rook c8 is interesting. All right, so what to do? I can play bishop h3, by the way. And he goes rook b8. A lot of pleasant choices here, what to do. There's knight e7, king e7 is his point. Knight a7, that's not so clear. Yeah, what to do? So many good choices. All right, I guess he doesn't have a threat, so I'll just castle. Let's see what he does. Maybe he creates some more weaknesses. The thing is, if he castles, I take on e7. Still bad for him. Yeah, exactly. So knight e7 now. Cannot take with the knight, and then I'll take with the queen. So he still has these same problems. So, because it's not just that he's losing a pawn, I have some concrete ideas as well, I think. I mean, maybe he has to play bishop a8, but that's very ugly, obviously. But this, I think, loses some material, knight d6. And I think this is just lost. Yeah, so unfortunately, an opening disaster from my opponent. Mainly, it was this b6 combined with knight c6 was after he played knight c6, he needed to play something like t5. All right, let's play now on Segnis. 2640. So we're getting into the 2600s now. So far not a title, but definitely very good blitz player. So it's becoming a real challenge. So let's try to play it kind of the same way as I did in the couple of games ago. But now he didn't play knight c3, so I'm going to put the bishop on d6 and try to play some attack like that. Okay, so he wants to trade the bishops. He wants no part of the mate. It's understandable. So I will go here. Let's see what he does here. Now I want to take on e5, I guess. Yeah, let's take on e5. Okay, and then I'll take on d2 because if it takes on a8, I take on f1, so that's fine. And then I will just go knight c6. So looks like I equalized out of the opening, and then I can hope for more. So he's taking a lot of time. I guess he's really considering taking on a8, but somehow it looks very dangerous to me. Knight f1, king f1. Wow, he actually goes for this. But queen h4, actually. I thought at least I can play knight c6, but queen h4 seems actually just stronger. I mean, because his queen is out of play and now his king is becoming quite weak. So I'm not exactly sure what he has in mind here. So it's a very dangerous position. Probably much worse for white, if I had to guess. Yeah, so now I'll just go knight c6 first, and then I'll take on c4. Or can I also play, let's see, if I take on e5, queen c7, knight g4, okay, then I'm not attacking. Yeah, then queen g3. Okay, so let's just keep it simple. Yeah, so he couldn't take because of queen d5 somehow, and but now let's see, if I just take on e5, what does he want? Rook c1, queen a2. I mean, I guess I can just try to take a bunch of pawns. Possibly. Okay, bishop c3. Bishop c3, queen c6 is possible. I think that's a good move. Because if he takes, it's a lost endgame. If he takes on a7, rook a8. So, yeah, this looks winning. Queen a6 he has to play, probably. Then something like, I can't play knight c3, okay, but I can play, let's play knight c4. Probably will play rook c1. Oh, he played rook d1, okay. Okay, so let's see what to do here. Okay, let's play d5, I guess. Okay. He still has some compensation. It's a bit annoying. Okay, I have to play a bit quicker here. Let's see, knight d6. My rook is badly placed, it seems. Okay, now let's go finally knight d6. Because I wanted to stop some bishop before. My rook on f8 was under some pin in that case. But okay, now I think he needed to play rook c1, but now I think I have everything more or less under control. Yeah, knight c4, and I'm exchanging this bishop. Then I'm just bringing the queen. Oh, he even gave me the bishop. Yeah, so that was a blunder, but okay, it was already probably lost. Okay, so now it's just a matter of playing quickly enough, obviously. But I have still a minute left. So I don't think I'll have trouble winning this game. Okay, especially not now. Okay, so far so good. All right, let's play now. Okay, let's play this guy, 2677. Mighty Armies. All right, so let's see. Let's see what he's got. Okay, so e4, let's play e6. Knight f3, d5. Knight c3. Okay, so he plays the two knights variation of this one. I've never seen this thing before. What is this? Okay, so let's play bishop b4. Just first thing that comes to mind. I don't know, I've never seen this before, but this looks very harmless to me. Okay. I'll just play quickly. Play what makes sense. So far, yet to play the titled player, but hopefully soon they will come. Yeah, bishop d6, queen c7, knight d7. All right, let's just build some harmony in my position. Get some pieces developed. Can't be too bad. His pieces look a bit funny, I have to say. I mean, of course, he hasn't done anything too bad, but it's it is a bit awkward for him. He has to play moves like knight d1. That's okay. It's not too bad though. He wants to play knight e3. Okay, still though, not so easy for him. I secured all of my pieces. Now I'm thinking about knight c5, knight e6, knight f4, and activating my pieces. Okay, knight h2. What does he want? Nothing really. Okay, so let's play rook e7, bringing my last piece in the game. As always, as I've always been taught, to not have any bad pieces is very important in chess. So that's what I'm trying to make sure I do. No bad pieces. So maybe he should play knight g4 to offer the trade, but still, clearly white is the one playing to equalize here. And I also have a very big time advantage, so I would say I'm pretty happy with how the opening has gone. All right, let's bring the bishop back to f5 and maybe bring it to c8, because then I'm putting some pressure on the king's side as well. And now I probably want to keep these knights because his other knight is a bit... I think I have some space advantage. My pawn on d5 against the pawn on d3. So I think I should keep pieces on the board because my pieces are in general slightly more active. So it's just a little bit hard for him to find homes for all his pieces. So I might as well keep them on the board. That's my thinking. He probably can play knight d4, then I might play queen c8, thinking about bishop h3 in some cases. Actually, maybe I should still play queen c8. It's at least something for him to think about. Maybe not right away, but it's something he has to always calculate. And now, if he moves the knight, I win the b2 pawn, so he has to play a slightly awkward move, maybe, to defend it. Bishop c3 is bad, I think, because of c5 and then d4. So he might have to play c3, but c3 now I can even consider taking, I don't know. But maybe it's nothing so special. So I'm not sure if that was such a good move, actually, bishop e5, I have to say. Okay, I'll just play here. I'll just have to play quickly. Yeah, maybe I slightly misplayed it, but I still kind of like my position. But the most important thing is that time-wise, I'm doing very well. So it's a blitz game, so he can't really keep thinking forever. He has to make, at some point, tough decisions. Okay, so he played d4. Okay, well, that gives me a square, which I happily will take. Again, my mantra is to try to outlast my opponents. I like to do that. All right, 95. All right, let's see. That's a pawn sack, isn't it? Okay, so let's take it. It looks like free stuff. Takes. Okay, my knight on f4 is loose, so I have to be careful I'm not blundering some tactic. Queen d4, rook e4. Okay, the worst case scenario is he moves back to a7 pawn, but whatever, who cares? But this move, I'm not so sure. Knight g4, okay. I can play rook f5, that's one option. I can take and play rook e4, which seems to be a better option. So let's do it. Let's trade off some pieces. Now that I'm up a pawn, I'm happily going to exchange some pieces. And then I'm just going to bring the bishop back and up a pawn, up 2 minutes on the clock. What's not to like, right? So life is good. Yeah, now I'm just going to win on time, obviously. So even if I don't win on position, it's a hopeless position on the clock. So this game seems like in control. Yeah, so he's using his last few seconds to try to find something, but okay, at this point, rook b8. Okay, yeah, so he's trying to get active with the rook, but okay, it's not really gonna work, I don't think, because I simply have 2 extra pawns. Okay, so now I'm just gonna check him. I'm gonna win all his pawns. Yeah, but okay, he was running out of time, really, so it was gonna be a tough challenge for him. All right, let's see who's next. Who else do we have? Let's see who's higher than this guy. Anyone? Okay, let's try Mr. Fluffington. And then we're gonna have to go back to some older challenges, because I think I had some in the earlier challenges where I had some higher rated, so we're gonna try to play some of those guys. Let's try the Rubinstein. I know that Georg Mayer has a lot of success with it, and also Varuzhan Akobian does pretty well with it. So let's try it a little bit in the Blitz games and see how it goes. Black's play is relatively simple, and let's see how much winning chances I can get in this kind of thing. So I'm just gonna play in a very standard way. Let's see if it works out. I think I should have played Queen c7, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I should have played Queen c7, because allowing this exchange is not too bad, but he could have played 95 here. He still can, actually, but yeah, I think I should go Queen c7. It was, I made a little bit of a... Okay, but this I think is not so scary, because I can just go Queen c6. And this looks pretty normal for me. Just normal position, I think. The only question is how to win this, but okay. I guess I'll figure it out a few moves later. But for now, we need to equalize. Fend off all his initiative, and then try to outplay later. But usually the first thing you need to do in chess is to equalize, if your opponent is playing normally. Of course, if they're violating some principles, then you can right away be more ambitious, but typically you need to equalize first in chess. Okay, so bishop d4. So let's go to c7 now. If he goes bishop e5, I can maybe take on f3, because then he has to play gf, I think. Because he plays 95, and then I will exchange these bishops, which seemed like a good idea. And then the question is, how do I take? Maybe even with the pawn. It's kind of interesting, I have to say. Opening up this b file. And the pawn on c5 looks weak, but it's kind of hard to attack it. So I think it's that kind of makes sense, actually. So let's see what he does. Yeah, bishop c4. All right, so let's play bishop e4. Yeah, there are no tactics with f7, it looks like. Yeah, so he probably needs to play f4. Yeah, the question is how to keep the tension to have winning chances. Okay, knight g4, we have to take that. Now he has to take on g4. And let's see, let's play bishop c2 and try to fight for this file. Okay, queen back to e2. So now, let's see, queen f4 is it bad because of bishop e6? But then bishop d3. Okay, so queen c2, queen c4 looks okay. Yeah, so I think I'm still better here, maybe, because of g3, queen d2. So it looks like in every position I'm still in control, and I gave him a little bit of something to think about, so it's also good. Hopefully I didn't blunder anything, but looks like it's fine. Again, it's nothing special for me, but at least it feels like it's kind of trending in my direction now, the position. But of course, it should be objectively equal. Even, let's say, queen takes c2, queen c4, a3, still seems like nothing special. But okay, at least I have the file, and I could do something maybe. All right, so now, of course, I play rook d2. That's a little bit surprising that he let me do that. Queen e1 he has to play, I think. But then bishop back simply somewhere. Maybe even e4. Can bishop e4 work? Will he play f3? So I can also play bishop f5. Fg3, I can always go queen d6, so probably bishop f5 is the safest. Yeah, so what'll he play? a4, I guess. Not really sure. Queen c1, okay. Yeah, that might be better. Okay, so let's go queen d6. I guess he'll play queen a3, but then I can play queen c7 or queen b6. So it seems fairly safe. And again, I have a very big time advantage here, so that should definitely play a big part in this game. Can I take on a2? Because he's playing b4, but so what? Don't think it's anything. Don't think he has anything. It's a free stuff. Free stuff is good stuff, right? That's what I think. And there are no back rank problems. Because I've played h6. So now I can actually attack c3 as well. Now I just need to make sure I don't blunder something, and then I'll at least win on time. But hopefully I can even win on position as well. Okay, rook c3 I think is pretty safe. I mean, he can pin me with queen e1, but I can go queen b4. Okay, and rook d8 check, I can just go king h7, so I'm pretty sure it's safe. Rook g4. So I can even go bishop d3 maybe. Bishop d3, rook d3. Okay, queen b4, rook d1. If bishop d3, rook d3, queen b4, rook d1, then I'm also winning. Okay. So can he do anything else? Bishop e6 takes. No, I don't think. Although. Okay, I'll just play it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, maybe he has bishop e6, but okay, he needs to calculate it. He has 25 seconds. And even if it works, I mean, he doesn't have that much time to play after that. Because I'll just do this. I think calculate it. Plays right away, check, okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what I missed. I thought he has to. Forgot that he can do this first. Yeah, okay. Wait, this move, oh, I didn't. This one I didn't even see. Okay, so I'll just go here. Okay, so I guess it's. I guess I have to win on time then. Okay. But okay, I mean, I think it's fair because I used so much less time than my opponent that it's kind of normal that I would win on time, I think. Because the thing is, I posed a lot of problems to him, and then okay, it's pretty normal that I would win on time. So it's not like it's a difference of a couple of seconds. So I think this is a normal kind of win on time where nothing unethical is happening. All right, so let's see who else we have. Let's go all the way to the bottom because these people have waited for a long time. So let's try to play. All right, let's play SKOT. Let's play Scott. All right, so we're white against Scott. F5, let's play D3. Play 4. I've played this, I think, before. Let's see. Okay, let's take it. Wait, is this correct? Or did I make a mistake? Yeah, maybe I made a mistake. The night before, I think I had bishop b5 check, so I guess it's okay. Okay, I guess it's fine. Maybe it's not much, but yeah. Yeah, just some position. I don't know. Actually, I think you should have taken with a pawn because opening up the file and try to attack me. Yeah, I think he was actually doing quite well. I misplayed something in the opening. Here, I think I'm at least not worse. I have to make sure I don't mouse slip or something. All right, so what's happening here? Okay, so I need to break c5 somehow, I think. My only plan. Okay, so it's going to be a race. It's going to be a race who's faster. Well, now we need to calculate something. All right, let's see what happens here. It's 3-0, so you have to play an intuitional partially. Queen c8, okay. I guess I'll have to take it. And he brings queen back. Okay, so I have to, of course, keep queens on the board. It's pretty obvious. I'm attacking here. Although technically he's also attacking, but I think his king is at this point more open than mine. So I need to play for an attack. He can take on e4, but I think I can take on c7. And if he takes the rook, I take on e7 as well. So it looks okay. I can always make a draw. Queen. Oh, I can't. That was I misspoke. Okay, can I play rook d1? That's the question. I think I can. Or I can't. What's happening here? Crazy position. Crazy position. Bishop e2, rook e1. and then I go queen c6 or something. So he plays g3. Okay, that makes sense, but let's see. Rook d3, gf, king f1. Okay, wait. Queen c6 first. Might be important, actually. Because that way I might have mating attack. So gh, king h2. Yeah, and I think I should be winning now. I think so. Yeah, because now, yeah, I go rook b3. And let's see. Okay, let's take some pawns. A4, rook c8. Not so simple. Can't seem to find the win. Okay, fine. I guess I'll play this anyway. Have to play quickly now. Okay, just play this, I guess. Yeah, now it's going to be a kind of a huge time scramble. Gonna try to out-hustle him a little bit. I had queen c6. Okay, fine. Okay, king e5. Is there any stalemate tricks? Maybe, actually. Okay, that I don't think so, actually, because here, and then I just take queen takes. Yeah, so I'm winning. Yeah, it was close. Okay, rook b5, queen takes, of course. And there we go. Yeah, so it was a complicated fight. Definitely my toughest game so far, for sure. Could have gone either way. All right, let's try FM Jonathan Sanchez Milones. All right, knight f3. Knight f3 as usual. Let's see if Jonathan, okay, he's here. Good luck. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he's playing some King's Indian thing. King's Indian hybrid. Oh, good thing I didn't remove that. Bad. Yeah, looks like a pleasant position. More space. It's classical Maratha structure. Black is struggling to find a good plan. So he's trying to fianchetto. Now I'm going to bring my rooks to d2, d1. And try to apply some squeeze on my opponent. Yeah, much easier for me to play, of course. Because he's kind of passive here. He's struggling to find a good plan. I'm just going to keep playing these slow moves. Kind of torture him. Make him come up with stuff. And run him low on time, basically. All right, now let's start. Let's put that knight on b5, where it seems like it's doing quite well. And now we'll play knight d5. Take with the c pawn. And then at some point, my plan is to play a3 before and get rid of that knight on c5. and then attack the target c7. But he has to take, I think, take on, or maybe he could play knight a6, but knight a6 just looks very passive. So yeah, I think this is excellent for me. So he's going for some counterplay. Makes sense. How do we play here? Let's see. All right, let's still go with our plan of playing rook c2. And we will play a3. Because of knight b3, knight c7, I think is good. And otherwise, again, it's still pretty hard for black to find some moves. He can't really move too many things here, surprisingly. Anything he does seems to weaken some. Okay, so he plays this move, makes sense. I'm gonna attack knight now. Okay. So he does this. Now what to do? A lot of tempting options. Um, all right, let's go here. I don't know. I didn't really want to do that though. It felt like I had something more than that. Okay. This still seems quite good. All right, let's just trade queens and get it over with. Okay, now this wins the queen, but okay, again, he was running out of time, so I just wanted to keep it simple and not blunder anything. All right, let's play now Shelling Fort, the guy who has been waiting for a long time. And depending on how long this game goes, this game might be my last game if it goes all the way till the end. So Shelling Fort, my highest rated opponent today, FM. Good luck to Shelling Fort. Should hopefully will be a very interesting game. And we'll see what happens. All right, so we're playing advanced variation of the French defense. Let's see what he plays. Okay, so he's playing quite an ambitious line, it looks like. Let's play the Gambit line. That's very, very ambitious. Or if he doesn't play the Gambit line, then of course black should be completely fine right away. Like bishop c2, knight b4, bishop a4, queen a6, takes, king takes is already very good for black. Wow, he plays that. That's a little surprising. I'm not sure if he's unfamiliar with the theory, but this is already should be quite good for me, I think. But of course, it's still very solid for white, so probably not better for me, but it's usually people play more ambitiously in the French. But okay, still, I have to. Let's see. Still, I don't think I'm necessarily better, although I kind of like my position here. Okay, h4, let's see. Is knight g5 scary? It might be. Should I play h6? Does he want to play g4? That's interesting. So I can, well, what else can I play? I can play f5. Takes, takes. Knight g5 still. Okay, it's a little bit unusual that somehow. Okay, let's play h6. g4, maybe then f6, f5 or something. That's kind of what I'm thinking, so I can take with the rook and bother him a little bit over there. Okay, well, what to do? Let's see. Okay, let's kind of prepare for him to play g4, so I can then play f6 or f5. It might be a bit too deep for what it's worth, but it seems to me that it's his only plan to try to attack me, so I guess I need to prepare for it. I don't know. I can also play this bishop d8 97 idea, although of course it looks a little. I can also try bishop b4, same idea. Maybe I should do that actually, because the bishop on e7 seems misplaced. I think I need the knight on e7. The knight should be guarding the king. Also, if I exchange the knight, he does have to worry about some tactics with that bishop b5, so he needs to actually be quite careful here. And okay, my next move probably is rook c8. Rook e8 was inaccurate. I should have played bishop b4 right away. That seems like it was the defense. Okay, so it's bishop b5. He wants to play a3, but then I go queen a6. I think he missed queen a6 actually. So I'm looks like I should be winning, but okay, it's not so simple still. Okay, so let's play queen a6. He's gonna go rook d1, of course. And let's see. Let's see how the best way to. Kind of want to take on a2. It's not so much the pawn, but I want to get rid of this a3 thing once and for all. I know it's a little bit greedy, but I don't see what he's going to do. So, okay, knight h2. Okay. Okay, let's try knight g6. Notice the rook is still pinned. Okay, now I think I'll take it. Because now if he takes with the rook, maybe I play queen b1 and queen a4, although that's not like so good now that I look at it. Okay, I'll just play rook c8. Trying to play rook c1 check. At least disturb his harmony a little bit. Now he needs to move one of his knights away from the attack, which is good. So materially, I'm completely winning. Up an exchange, up a pawn. I just have to make sure I don't get mated. All right, let's bring the other rook in the game. Okay, so now let's see what to do. Does he have a threat? Bishop f6 might be a threat. Okay. If I play knight f5, takes queen b1. It's interesting. Okay, let's do it. Let's do knight f5. He can go bishop f6, then I play bishop f8. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm running a little bit low on time. He has initiative, so that's a little bit annoying, but hopefully we can beat out that wave of attack. Okay, bishop f8, of course. So I also have counterplay chances, so that's the good news. So queen b1 looks pretty good now. If knight f5, I take on f5. And it looks kind of. I hope I'm not missing something, but it definitely seems like I should be winning. Knight f5, I take probably. Queen f5, rook f1, queen c8. Oh yeah, rook h1 check then simply. Yeah, so that's winning. Yeah, I don't see it. If I don't see what he should. I don't see what he can do here. His rook is attacked. I'm threatening rook takes f1 as well. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, so he tries this. Makes sense. But now I can just come in here, I think. That's his desperate try. Okay. All right, now we need to calculate. Rook h1, king g3, bishop d6. What about bishop d6 right away? Bishop d6 right away. Bishop e5 takes. If he goes g3, I think that's also good. Okay, so it's a little tricky. If I check, king g3, just take on f6, takes. I think that's the way, because then I stop the rook from getting into the attack. Yeah, I think that should win. Okay, so now I think king h8 wins because of queen f6, bishop g7, and his rook is pinned. Now I'm up huge amount of materials, so he needs to find something quite decisive. Okay, bishop g7, I think I can play. If he moves the rook, I can take on g6, and then I play rook f8. Yes. Yeah, so I saw that, but okay, I think that's fine for me. Yeah, but he doesn't have any threats here, so I should just be able to. Oh, my time though. My time. Oh, I have to be careful. Okay, so he's still trying to flag me. Yeah, so he's trying to flag me here. Okay. Phew. Gotten that mate. Okay, so on this good note, we're gonna have to stop the broadcast. So first of all, I'm sorry to all of you that didn't get a chance to play me. Unfortunately, in 90 minutes, I can only play so many people. So there's always going to be some people who I leave out. So I apologize in advance that I didn't get a chance to play you. Hopefully next time we'll get a chance to play. Thanks everyone who did play me. I hope you guys enjoyed the games and learned something. Some of you played some really good, interesting games. It's hard to beat you. I'm happy that I was in good form and I gave you guys good game. And thanks everyone for having me, and enjoy the rest of the birthday event.